Welcome to the moveset part of the video. This is the part of the video where I'm going to yap about Sonic's kit, his moves, all of his passes and whatnot. So if you already know everything there is to know about Sonic's moveset, then I will put a timestamp on top. Fuck me, bro. A timestamp on the screen for the round analysis section of the video, where I talk about playstyle and what you should be doing in an actual game when you're playing Sonic. First off, Sonic has a faster run speed than other survivors. Obviously, I can't show this off right here because I have just me in this lobby as I'm doing this live, but I'll have footage on the screen showing you. Sonic is noticeably faster than every other survivor in the game, just by base, without any abilities, which means that a lot of the time you can just run in a straight line for like a long time during a chase before you actually have to do anything, so you can use that to your advantage big time. Alright, next up, similarly to Tails, Sonic has a lower jump height than other survivors. Again, I'll have footage on the screen because I can't show this off right now. There will be like a side by side. But Sonic has a lower jump height, just like Tails, compared to other survivors, which means there are some jumps that most survivors can do that he can't. He has to kind of do other things to do it. I have it up on screen for this example and you can't run. Okay, next up we have the dodge. Sonic has a passive called dodge, and it basically gives Sonic an additional 50 health. If you look in the bottom left at my health bar, that is the dodge meter. It can hold a maximum of 50 dodge, and as you can see, when EXE hits me, boom. Okay, well, it did more because I'm technically in last man standing, but if you look again, I've only got 4 dodge, right? I didn't take any bleed over health into my health bar. So if you have any amount of dodge, it will negate damage, okay? Your damage taken to the dodge meter doesn't bleed into your health. And then if we look with drop dash, this is getting ahead of myself, you get 10 dodge every time you hit a drop dash. So basically, dodge is just over health that Sonic can also heal by himself. What's next? Okay, that's it for passive abilities. Now let's take a look at Sonic's active abilities. First up, we got drop dash, which I just showed you. This is there's a little bit more to it than just being able to stun. So let me just show you the very basics of it. If you press it, Sonic will hop into the air, and then you can hit EXE. Okay, why am I lagging so bad? You can hit EXE 3 times, just like that. And you'll notice that I hit EXE facing this way, right? And both me and him got shot over this way, right? So we got shot... Ugh, why did I say it so funny? We got shot in this direction, right? So that's kind of what I want to talk about with the more intricate bits of drop dash, is how the third hit works. EXE will always be shot backwards, like this way, the way I'm running, backwards towards your camera, depending on where you enter, like what angle you enter third drop dash from. Sonic, however, will always be shot backwards towards your camera, no matter what. So I can show that a little bit more easily, but if you look, boom, see, I swung my camera around. I'll try to slow it down in post so you can see it a bit better. But I swung my camera around as I entered that third hit, and EXE got shot this way because my camera was facing that way. And I also got shot this way because of that as well. But what you can basically do with this, and I can probably show it off here again, is you can send EXE one way, like this, but then send yourself a different way. So you see how he got shot over to the left? Yeah, I swung my camera this way to face the opposite direction I wanted to go, and it shot me over this way. This is extremely useful for knocking EXE off of ledges while also getting yourself in a better position afterwards. It's insanely useful if you can learn how to do this. The last thing I want to talk about with drop dash is the kind of... Here, I'll just show you. That animation right there that plays when you enter drop dash is a bit different depending on when you decide to use drop dash. So as you saw right there, if you activate it while on the ground, Sonic kind of jumps up and then lands on the ground in his drop dash, which is good if EXE is up higher than you, so you can jump up and hit him. But the thing about that jump that Sonic does is that it actually isn't specifically tied to drop dash. That's just Sonic's normal jump. So if you jump and then enter drop dash, Sonic doesn't jump up when he enters drop dash because you already jumped. Your jump is on cooldown. So you can use that to catch the EXE off guard if he is jumping a lot to try and dodge your drop dash. But the other thing you can do, hold on, let me wait for drop dash to come off cooldown. Okay, last thing I want to talk about with drop dash is this. So that right there is what I would call an instant drop dash, basically. And it is very difficult to react to. It's not impossible to react to for EXE if they know to expect it, but it's very difficult because you basically enter your drop dash immediately. Whenever you do the way that I showed you the other 2 times, the noise for drop dash happens earlier than drop dash actually starts, like when you can actually stun. So it is a lot harder to react to the jumping one because it skips that kind of curl up animation that Sonic does when you do it on the ground. Oh my god, I still have to talk about peel out. Okay, Sonic's peel outs, it's a lot more self-explanatory. So you press it, Sonic winds up, and then he goes super fast. Simple as that. Okay, so obviously I'm not gonna have footage of this in like live footage to show it, but I probably have footage up on the screen showing Sonic being able to do this. But obviously he can pick people up with his peel out, which is extremely useful. We will be talking about that a lot when we get to the gameplay analysis, I'm sure. It is by far Sonic's most useful skill for his team. 9 times out of 10, you want to try and peel someone out instead of trying to drop dash if you're going to try and help them out. Things to keep in note about being able to pick people up with peel out, though, is that if you're holding someone and then run into another person, you will drop who you're holding. You will switch them out, basically. So you want to be careful with that. I have gotten people killed, and Sonics have killed me by accident from accidentally picking someone else up and dropping me into the EXE's hands. Also, Sonic cannot pick up Metal Sonic and Eggman with peel out, so keep that in mind. Last thing I want to show with Sonic's kit is still relating to peel out, but if you look, hold on, give me a second. See that? Sonic loses all control when in air while using peel out. So be careful with that. That will kill you on Not Perfect. Another thing, though, about that is that the second you touch the ground, you regain control. And Sonic is not slippery like he is normally. As you can see, whenever I turn, Sonic is a little bit slippery with his movement. That's gone with peel out. Whenever you turn, I mean, you can make 90-degree turns, 180 turns in an instant with peel out. No slipperiness. So the second you touch the ground, you will spin around and run in that direction that you're facing, okay? So that's extremely useful for Not Perfect to, you know, not fall off the map like an idiot. Here, I'll show it again. But I can basically spin around all I want, and then boom. Or do this. You can change direction the second you touch the ground. So, you know, do that. It will save you, okay? Anyway, that's gonna be it for the fuck it. What did I call this section, bro? The moveset section. On with the gameplay analysis section. See you later, guys. Okay, so this is the, what would you call this? Gameplay analysis section of the video, I guess is what you would call it. I have a round recorded here, as you can see. And I'm basically just going to watch through the round live. I mean, I just watched it through to get some ideas in my head of stuff I wanted to point out. But I'm going to watch through the game, yap about some of the things that I shouldn't have done, the things that I did do that you should also be trying to do. I need to point out some mistakes that teammates make because, yes, Sonic is a very strong survivor. But if your team doesn't work with you, it makes it a lot harder for you as Sonic to do your job. So first thing that we want to note is who I spawned with, which is Eggman and Metal. So Eggman gets hit, right? Eggman gets hit twice, actually. You can see his health. His health's at 16, so he just got hit twice already. And if we look, EXE starts charging instantly. Okay, that happened very quickly. EXE starts charging immediately. He's going for Eggman. Obviously, Eggman's low. Plus, I think he just used his shield as well. I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure he used his shield. Metal Sonic is coming in with the charge. Now, typically, and this is for everyone, because people do this constantly, and I, as a Metal player, have experienced this from my teammates. Whenever Metal Sonic goes to charge, everyone else gets so greedy. Don't be greedy. If you know Metal Sonic is around, and he has his cooldown off for charge, let him charge. His stun is going to be more valuable than yours. He is the best stun in the game, if he hits it. And people take that opportunity for him to hit him away constantly by stunning first. But right here, I stun. Now, usually, you don't want to do this. Usually, you don't want to stun first, especially as Sonic, because Sonic can stun while EXE is already stunned, right? But I do it anyway, because Metal isn't going to get there in time to stop the charge. And if EXE charges right now, he might get Eggman. And I'm trying to stop that from happening, and I do that successfully. I get the stun off. Obviously, I benefit 0 from this, because I'm already at full dodge. And then here comes Cream running downstairs. I didn't even know she was there. There's Eggman up there, I think. Yep. Okay. Hold on, I kind of want to talk about that. So if you didn't catch what happened just there, hold on, let me rewind. On VLC, it's a little bit laggy. But if you look, look what happens to Eggman here. He pops his shield, but he pops it too late and gets grabbed. But because 2011's charge, the finisher for charge isn't like a special hit or whatever coded specifically for it. It's literally just an M1. So because of that, Eggman's shield pops late and saves him from that finisher on charge, even though he got grabbed, which is hilarious. Eggman got so lucky here. He should be dead. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I can't peel him. I don't have drop dash or anything. I don't know why the hell Cream is here, by the way. She was maybe trying to eat the charge, but she kind of failed at that. So, also, damn, bro, he got sent flying from that charge. I didn't notice that. So, okay, awkward time to pause. Eggman just died. But I paused because there's one more thing I want to mention. Something you probably didn't notice is that this whole time, EXE has been in my sight. The entire round so far. I have not let him out of my sight. I've also not been chased at all. Sonic, as I mentioned earlier, has 50 dodge. And he's fast as shit. And he becomes literally invincible with drop dash. So, EXE is just going to ignore you a lot of the time. Because you're annoying. There's no value out of chasing you when you have your cooldowns. Plus, even if you don't have your cooldowns, you have dodge. And you can get that dodge back. So, when EXE comes after you, if they're smart, they're going to commit to it. But at this point in the game, there's no reason to come after me. Because I'm with my team, I have my cooldowns, I have full dodge, Eggman is low, there are more vulnerable people to go after than me. So, I use that to my advantage to sit here and just follow the action. I sit here, I keep track of my team, That's important. Keep track of where your team is, specifically people that you can peel out, like Cream and Amy. I know they're up the stairs. So if EXE goes after them, I know where I need to go with my peel out to get them out. So you just want to kind of follow the action so that you can jump in when you need to. And that's especially important with peel out. As you can see right here, I'm watching Amy. I know she's in chase. So I'm hanging back and I get ready to peel out. And then I get her out. Easy. Now right here, instead of taking Amy all the way across the map, I know EXE just invised. So he's probably following us. And he can catch up with invis easily. So instead of taking Amy all the way across the map, I just loop back around on myself, come back to this room, which is great on this map, by the way, because usually you want to go somewhere you're comfortable with looping and stuff. This is a great spot for loops in this map. But also, Cream is here. Amy needs health. Dogs are barking, bro. Okay, what I was saying before I got interrupted was Amy is low. And I know Cream was in this room. Obviously, I probably haven't realized yet that she left the game. Cream is gone now, so that's important to note. I probably didn't realize it at this point. But Cream was in this room, and Amy is low. So I'm bringing her back to this room because not only is this a good looping spot, but Cream is here, so she can get healed. And I'm bringing her back to the rest of the team so that hopefully they can protect her because I still don't have my drop dash. So if I drag Amy across the map, then even if I have my drop dash, that's all I have to defend her with and whatever cooldown she has. So it's better to bring her back here where the rest of the team can defend and support. Okay, so Amy goes down. And then I kind of stall. I don't know exactly why I did that. Okay, so dodge trigger happens, and he doesn't teleport to me. Everyone else is in this hallway. That means EXE is down there. I look over to the right on the HUD. Hold on. Missed it. Look over to the right on the HUD here. Amy is in chase. And Amy is still in the hallway, and I know that. But it disappears. And now it's on metal. Which means that EXE switched targets to metal and left Amy alone for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe metal probably used destructive charge and EXE wants I don't know. I don't know why. But here's my first major mistake. I waste peel out here completely. Amy's no longer in chase. She doesn't need me. Clearly she got out of there a-okay. I find Amy. She jumps off, rightfully so. She probably didn't want to... She probably already had an idea of where she wanted to go. Complete waste of peel out on my part. I should have been paying attention better to the HUD on the right to know that Amy was fine. So right here, Metal is low because he just used a destructive charge. And I guess Metal already knew that Eggman was over here, which is why he comes this way. But Metal's trying to heal, so I'm following to try and defend. I do stun, but Metal gets hit anyway. Rage mode starts. And right here is what I want to talk about. Eggman. He is on his last life. It is rage mode. I can't pick him up with peel out. The only thing I can do to support Eggman here is drop dash. And I just used it to help Metal. Even if I have drop dash, in rage mode, borderline useless. I can't get 3 stuns off until like the end of rage when stuns start lasting longer. So basically, there's nothing I can do here for Eggman. So what do I decide to do? I watch. Right here, I decide I'm going to peel out. And my goal here with this peel out is to just get distance. I want to get across the map, out of here, gone. Because, as I just mentioned, or as I just talked about, There's nothing I can really do to help Eggman here. At all. Eggman's on his own. That's all I can do. The best thing I can do here, in Rage, is... And here's what you want to be doing in Rage as Sonic. Is basically what you've been doing the entire round. Watch the right side HUD. Keep track of where your team is. And keep track of who is in chase. Because if anyone that you can pick up a peel out is in chase, you want to know where they are so you can get them out. Peel is the best supportive ability probably in the game aside from Cream's heal, which can literally just straight up erase progress for EXE. And if you're not paying attention to where your team is or who needs your help the most, then you're useless. You're useless to your team. Obviously not completely useless because you have drop dash and, you know, you can stun the killer and waste time. But Piala is the most useful. Another thing, and I probably should be doing this here, but at this moment in time, things are looking pretty rough. Eggman and Amy are on their last life. We've got no Cream to heal. Metal Sonic isn't looking too hot right now. I'm at full health, full dodge. In my mind, I'm thinking, yikes, this round might end in an LMS for me. So the reason I'm not actively throwing myself at EXE, trying to take aggression, is because, first off, 9 times out of 10, that doesn't work. Okay? That's just dumb. Don't do that. But also, I'm trying to self-reserve a little bit here, because Sonic LMS is hella hard. You die in like 3 hits without your dodge. And if I get hit, it's less. So I want to put myself in the best possible position in case of an LMS, which is why I'm not throwing myself at EXE being an idiot. Eggman dies, kind of expected. Now, I am across the map, so he's either going to just ignore me because I'm far away, or he's going to go for someone closer. Or not or, he is going to go for someone closer, which, in this case, seems to have been Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic is basically screwed. Like I said, not much I can do here. I can't peel him out. If I drop dash, it's not going to do much. But I ultimately slide down, or hop down, and try to find Metal. Chase him and drop dash a little bit. I get 1 hit there. That's all I can do for him. And then Metal dies. Again, expected. Then, EXE uses God's Trickery. Now, check this out. There's me and Amy. God's Trickery has 2 options. It's either going to go for me or go for Amy. Either way, I want to peel out. Because when you peel out, if you do it even late when God's Trickery happens, the end lag on God's Trickery will not allow EXE to hit you before you start running. It's basically free. If X uses God's Trickery, it's a free peel out, basically. And the reason I want to peel out is because if he comes after me, I want to get the hell out of there. If he goes after Amy, I want to go pick her up and get her the hell out of here. Right? Does that make sense? So it tells me, cool. I run away. I double back to go to a place I'm more comfortable. And then I look on the right, he's found Amy. Now, right here, I am listening to my audio, and I heard Amy hammer throw, and I heard 2011 do an M1. So, I heard that above me, so I assume they're up in the hallway, because I didn't see them down below. Sure enough, they're right here in the hallway. Now, right here, at first glance, it doesn't make sense why I wouldn't drop dash or do something to try and help Amy out here. But the reason I don't is because, again, we have 3 minutes on the clock still. Amy is one shot. And I don't even think she has Sun. So right now, I'm thinking, shit, bro. Amy might die. I might have to do an LMS. So I'm sat here thinking, do I use my drop dash and try to help her and prevent that LMS to buy us a couple extra seconds and then hope to God Amy can just juke until I can do something else to help? Or do I save it so I have a better chance in LMS? So I used drop dash, and exactly what I feared would happen happened. It's almost a complete waste. But as you saw, if I rewind, whenever I drop dash, I just hover around Amy. I'm just circling around her. And why I did that is because I'm trying to make it harder for X to invis tech Amy. Because if he successfully invis techs her, she's dead. But also, I'm hovering around her, so whenever X actually pops out, I can get a cheeky little stun on him. Because hopefully, he'll have end lag. If he doesn't, hopefully I can just get a lucky hit and then waste even more of his time. And as you just saw, he chased me for a little bit. I do a juke. Well, it's not really a juke. I just jumped over a statue. And then I realize, he's not coming after me anymore. And right here, again, this looks really dumb. And you're probably thinking, based on what I've told you already, I should be peeling out right now to go save Amy. And you're right, I should. I should have. But I need to remind you, right now, I'm thinking to myself, Amy could die at any minute, and I get stuck in last man standing. And Sonic last man standing is hard enough as is, and it's even like you're screwed if you start last man standing with one of your abilities on cooldown. So that's why I didn't peel out immediately. Plus, right when I pause right here, unpause. Hear that? X started charging at Amy. So that also had me worried. But Amy got out of it by herself, and I was able to get a peel out. We run across the map. X does God's trickery. I have drop dash, but yet again, I'm not using it because I'm thinking to myself, at any moment right now, Amy could die. And yes, if I use drop dash, I can hopefully get a lucky, maybe not a lucky, but a cheeky stun on X. Buy some time. Hopefully get all 3 drop dashes. But mind you, they're on the stairs right now. That's really bad for my drop dash. It makes it way harder to hit because they're on the stairs. And Amy dies while her hammer is up. And now I'm in a last man standing. So, how do you deal with a Sonic LMS? I'm going to be honest. It's all luck. There is obviously skill involved with the Sonic LMS, but it's mostly luck. Really, the only skillful thing that can get you through an LMS is how good can you juke. And if you can't juke, Sonic's kit isn't going to help you all that much because of the guilt passive, which I don't think I mentioned in the kit part of the video, but the guilt passive basically makes Sonic take, it's like 15% more damage than usual. So not only does Sonic not get the 50% damage reduction that every other character gets in Last Man Standing, he takes more damage than usual. So he's extra easy to kill. And, you know, the balance here is that, oh, Sonic has dodge, he can regain his dodge. But people have gotten really, 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 really good at countering Sonic in LMS with 2011X. Because Sonic's whole kit is built around speed. Obviously, he's Sonic. It's built around speed. But 2011 is a character built around single target. So he's really good at catching up to just one person. He's basically built for last man standing, essentially. And Sonic is just screwed. Because 2011 has everything he needs to counter you in every way. So when I say that Sonic LMS is it's very luck based, is because basically you just gotta get lucky and go against someone that doesn't really know what they're doing very well. You just have to get lucky and hope to God that EXE doesn't know how to deal with you right. Or you can catch them by surprise. So there's one specific thing whoops. Oopsies. As you saw there, instant drop dash. And what I did, or at least what I think I did there, I didn't see it that well. Alright, he didn't right here. But usually, EXEs will anticipate that instant drop dash. And what they'll do a lot is jump over you. But if you notice that EXE is jumping a lot, you can wait for them to jump and then jump right after them. And now they're forced to use an ability to avoid your drop dash. Another thing is if you notice that you're jumping and then EXE is jumping after you, it's probably because they're expecting your drop dash. So you can use that to bait. You can just jump a lot even when you don't need to try and bait. That way it's a little bit hard to tell when you're actually going to try and drop dash. Right here I get kind of baited. That was very, very unfortunate for me. But right here, look at the room I'm in. There's a spring. And we all know what that means. We all know what a spring means. In this room, you can get invis-teched from above off that spring, and I know that. So I get away from the spring. I go towards it, and then back away. And as you can see, he did invis-tech me, but I went the opposite direction and anticipated it, so I didn't get hit. Charge, nothing you can do. You're just kind of screwed with the charge. It's very annoying. However, as I'm doing this minigame, I'm thinking, okay, where am I going to go after this? And I already know. I whip around, jump off here, and I'm going back to this room because this is where I'm comfortable. Wait. That peel out? It worked out for me in this case, but it isn't always a great idea because EXE can just invis-tech and pop out without end lag and slap you. But I got luckier. And the only reason I did this is because I know where I broke out of charge at. First off, EXE gets stunned for a second after you break out of charge. And I know that the room that I just ran from, if he goes invis, he has to take a longer route around to get to me because he can't jump. He can't jump over the railing that I jumped over. He has to kind of go around a little bit, which buys me some time. Plus, I did a little drop roll as I entered the peel out, I think. So, right here with peel out, I'm just trying to get distance. He's got trickery because I guess he lost me. This right here. The second I broke line of sight, I stopped, jumped up, and did an instant drop dash to try and catch him by surprise. Now, this does work a lot of the time. And if, I mean, by all means, take this as a tip for EXE as well. A smart Sonic player will do this. And you can anticipate that by jumping around the corner. There are good EXEs that have done that to me, and it's caught me completely off guard. I've gotten screwed over by it. Right here, I miss my drop dash, which sucks. I go back for a second, kind of spin around. I should have just, the second I missed, I should have just used my drop dash to run. That was on me. Shouldn't have done that. If you miss your drop dash, like once or twice, if you miss your drop dash the first time, and then spin back around, go for it once more, and then miss again, at that point, just run. Just run with your drop dash. You're probably not going to hit. Unless it's like normal round and you're all around your team, like your team's all around you. Sure, bro. Go for it. That dodge would be mighty useful right now. But I'm the only one around. There's no one to fall back on if I screw this up. So I should have just ran away the second I missed it. As you can see right there, I kind of did a cheeky little juke. And, okay, this was some Looney Tunes shit right here. I heard charge, so I ran back into this corner and tried to hide behind the pole. And I thought it didn't work because he came at me, but then he turned around. So then I realized he didn't see me, and I turned around and hide behind the statue. And I'm pretty sure he went invis here. And then pops back out, maybe. Yeah, right there. So he got really, 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 really lucky. That he didn't actually see me behind that pole, but that should not have worked. That's another thing, like, I could have done that with any character, not just Sonic. But it's stuff like that that's gonna help you in a Sonic LMS the most, because it's not related to your kit. Sonic's kit is not great for LMS, so if you want to win, you better be good at everything else. Then right there, another instant drop dash. Whenever you do those instant drop dashes, you should try to land very, 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 very close to EXE, so it's harder to jump out of the way. I want to rewind here. So right here, I go up here, and instantly peel out. Right? This is fine, because I just stunned and then ran with drop dash. EXE should have invised to come find me. I still would have gotten my peel out off without him being able to without him really being able to do anything. But then he should have just invised, saw where I was, and then followed me in invis while I was in my peel out, and then popped out. Instead, this is what he does. I peel out, and then he God Sugars. He should not have used God Sugar right here. I just won the game off of that, basically. Because now he has to use invis to catch me. And at this point, he's probably completely lost me because I'm so fast in peel out. Basically just chilling, waiting to see if he pops up or not, where the ring's gonna be, and I get super lucky, and the ring shows up right next to me. There's nothing he can do to win the game at this point. So, yeah. It is 4:30 a.m. and I'm trying to record the outro for this guide video. So, I basically just made this because I see a lot of really shitty Sonic players, and they just piss me off that I can't trust any Sonic I see to actually be useful in any meaningful way. So I want to make a guide to hopefully teach people, and I'm hoping that you learned something from this video. I probably will not ever make another guide video because this is way out of my comfort zone in terms of what I usually make. But yeah, hopefully you learned something from the video. The main things that I want you to take away from it is whenever you're playing Sonic, just stick by your team. Just stick with your team. And also that 9 times out of 10, you should peel out. Don't drop dash. Stop drop dashing, please. Please. You have a peel out. Use it.